Okay, so these are the questions that we started in class and we didn't get a chance to finish. So I'm just going to quickly explain the analysis because some of us got a few things in, especially the second sentence, wrong. I have the diagram here. I won't go over the diagramming, just the analyzing for now. So first step is to read the sentence, will you and I have lunch at the chili restaurant tomorrow? We're asking ourselves first, are there any conjunctions? Yes, there are right here. I'm gonna go ahead and write with blue. And we do our brackets, okay? Then we need to look for prepositional phrases. At the chili restaurant is a prepositional phrase. So I'm gonna go at the chili restaurant, put my brackets. Restaurant is the object of the preposition, and at is the preposition. Writing P under the preposition. Chili tells us what kind of restaurant. So it's an adjective describing a noun, the restaurant. Okay. And then the is our article adjective, also describing the restaurant. Okay. My second step is to figure out now our principal elements. This sentence is about you and I. So you and I are the subjects because that, is what the sentence is about. That's who it is about. And is the conjunction, so it's a compound subject. This sentence tells us that you and I will have. Okay, will have is the predicate here. So we're going to have is the PV and will is a helping verb. Okay, there's no linking verb because predicate verbs, remember, don't have linking verbs, they have helping verbs. Okay, lunch tells us what you and I will have. Okay, lunch is an object element because it completes the meaning of the action verb. So it is a direct object. It tells us what you and I will have. So we're going to circle that and write DO. Tomorrow tells us when you and I will have lunch. So it's an adverb. It's modifying a verb. Okay, so it's modifying the verb of when you will have lunch. Okay. So it is going down and pointing to our verb, predicate verb. Adverb. And then we need to figure out what kind of prepositional phrase this is. At the chili restaurant tells us where you and I will have. So it's an adverbial element because it's modifying will and have, which are the verb. It's telling us where you and I will have. Okay, so it's modifying have. So we're going to draw an arrow going here. I'm going to give myself a little bit, a little bit more space here. Adverbial preposition. Okay. I'm just double checking that all of my words have been analyzed. I'm not missing anything. That one looks good. Okay, this is the one where a few of us had a bit of trouble with this one. So let's just take a look at what we're missing here. The two new players on the other side of the ice were you and Otis. Okay, that's the next sentence. I'm always reading it out loud. First, I'm looking for any conjunctions. Are there any conjunctions? Yes. Okay, the two new players on the other side were you and Otis. There's my conjunction. Okay, I'm going to do my brackets. Then I'm looking for any prepositions. On the other side is a prepositional phrase. On the other side. Okay. Side is the object of the preposition. And P, okay, is our preposition is on. P under on. And then other tells us what kind of side. So it's an adjective. And the is an article adjective, also modifying side. It is an adjective as well. Of the ice, okay, is another prepositional phrase in here. Of is our preposition, ice is our object of our preposition, and again, the is our adjective modifying ice. Okay. And so now we have those labeled. We're going to read the rest of the sentence. We're going to find our principal elements and then our modifiers. The sentence is about players, 2 new players. That's our subject. Okay. Players. This sentence tells us that players were you and Otis. Okay. Were you and Otis and you and Otis are the predicates, because this tells us that the sentence is about the players. Were you and Otis. Okay. This is a compound predicate. Okay. So they renamed the subject, which is the players. Okay. We're going to put PN above you and PN above Otis. It's a compound predicate nominative. Remember that it's not the subject. Some of you put this as the subject, but it's not about you and Otis. It's about the players who are then renamed you and Otis. Okay? And were here is the linking verb, because remember, when we have a predicate nominative, we need a linking verb. Okay? Then we need to do our modifiers. Okay? We're going to see what kind of prepositional phrases we have here. Of the ice, okay, I'm looking at this one right here. Of the ice, this one tells us what kind of side. Okay, it's describing this word right here, what kind of side of the ice. So it's an adjectival element. Okay, this is a prepositional phrase, but it's a prepositional phrase modifying another prepositional phrase. Okay, so what we have is we have a prepositional phrase right here. We're going to go adjectival prep, and it's describing the side. Okay, on the other side tells us which players. So on the other side is also an adjectival element, because it's telling us which players. On the other side, which players were on the other side? You and Otis. Okay. And so this one, okay, is telling us which players. Adjectival prep. There we go. And then we have our 3 adjectives, here describing players. The 2 new players. These are all adjectives describing players.